Video walkthrough on a Jayco JayFlight. We'll start in the back. Your bumper caps do come off. That's gonna be the perfect spot to store your sewer hose. You can see all these around here are for skirting. You can put all the way around, and the skirting from the previous owner is in the inside, and I'll show you where that is. All four corners, you got these stabilizer jacks. When I'm down with a crank, or you can use a 3/4 inch socket with an adapter on a drill, and that makes running those a lot quicker. Just you want to make sure you lubricate these often, and you'll be good. 30-amp show cord, it's built in, can't lose it. Just don't remember that you're plugged in. Don't forget that you're plugged in when you pull your trailer away. City water, that's where you're going to hook your water up to run off of city water pressure. You won't need to run your pump or anything like that. Then you do have an outdoor shower here, as well as a cable inlet. If you're going somewhere that provides cable, you can hook it up through here. I don't think I'm going to fit that way. We'll go around to the other end. There's no way I was fitting that way. Here we go. Here's the other end. Oh, I missed it. It was in the back. We'll go back to the other back. When we go over there. Stabilizer jack, like I said, all four corners. Right here is that skirt that goes all the way around. Brand new battery in here. Group 24 RV marine grade battery. In the winter, I recommend taking it out, storing it somewhere warmer than being outside. And then, if it's going to be a long time between trips, I recommend disconnecting the negative lead off your battery, so nothing uses it while you're not using it. Two brand new 20-pound cylinders, freshly filled. Right here you got your regulator. Whatever one it's pointing to, it's going to pull from first. If the other tank were to be on, it's going to automatically switch to pulling from the other tank. However, this right here isn't going to rotate, indicating it's switched. So keep that in mind. And then some people split it in the middle thinking it's going to pull from both tanks equally. It doesn't work that way. It's one or the other. Got your 7-way right here. This will get plugged into the back of your truck, so allow the trailer brakes to work and allow all the turn signals and lights to work. And then your chains, obviously cross them. And then your breakaway is right here. It gets to that pin right there. So if you were to lose the trailer off your truck, it's going to pull the pin out of that box to activate the brakes on the trailer. So we'll kind of go back to what I forgot. And that's right down in here. There you have your sewer connection. That one right there is your black tank. That one over there is your gray tank. I always make sure those handles are all the way closed, so the valves are closed before I take the cap off. And then I do the black tank first. Let that get all the way flushed, dumped out, and then I use the gray tank next, and that gray tank water will flush the black tank water out of my hose. That way when I pick it up to put it in the bumper, it's not dripping in black tank water. Water heater is super simple. One thing you have to do is put your plug in there, hand tighten it, and then I do believe it's either 7/8 or 15/16 is the socket size. This one might, yeah. Once you get that in there, don't over tighten it because it is plastic. Get it snugged. Then as soon as you hook up water, whether it be from your pump via the fresh tank or from the city water, this will automatically start filling, and then you'll be able to kick it on. Now, definitely recommend draining it after every trip. If you were using it for a week and then now you're not going to use it for 2-3 weeks, recommend draining the water out of it because you don't want it sitting there to get stagnant. But before you pull this plug out of here to drain it, open up your pressure relief right here. Water will squirt out. That's fine. Everything out here is designed to get a little bit wet. Once it stops squirting out here, snap that closed. Then you can take your plug out. If you neglect to do this first, all that pressure that you relieve here is going to come out here as you're taking the plug out, and you're going to get a bath. And if you've been running it, it's going to be hot water, and that's going to be no fun at all. Other than that, just recommend cleaning in here quite often, just to keep it clear of debris so nothing catches on fire. The more you clean it, the more it's going to be good for you. Fresh fill. This is where you're going to stick your hose to fill your onboard fresh tank. Don't jam your hose in there, just rest it in there, fill it up. There's overflows underneath, so if you start seeing water squirt out from underneath, you filled it, but generally I don't like it to get to that point. When I read full on the monitoring panel, that's when I shut my water off. And then that's your drain right here, and I think, well, don't throw my phone. I think we did fill it to test it, so there's some water in there. Yep. And you have an outdoor power. All your GSA outlets are in the same circuit, so if one's going to trip, they're all going to trip. We'll show you the reset on the inside. Exhaust for your furnace, just keep it clean. Clear any debris you see out of there. They do make screens for those. For these, it's good for keeping road debris and insects for building nests. However, they don't really recommend you run your furnace with some screens on. And then the other side of that pass-through storage right here. Oh, I forgot one more thing. This right here you want to open up when you're using your range hood, the fan on your range hood, so it actually has somewhere to vent out to. But when I travel, or before I go to bed, I always close it so insects can't get in there. And then when I'm traveling, it's not flapping when I'm going down the road, because sometimes if you driving the windows down, you'll be able to hear that go do 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 do. Coming up through here, we still have some stuff in here from when we were doing our tests. We'll move it out of the way, but when you receive this, you won't have this stuff in here. Unfortunately, these are our tools. Start right here. Main lights, awning LED lights. Controls for your slide out. Controls for your slide out. Controls for your awning. Your awning does not automatically stop when it's out. That's something you'll have to visually look at. Once it's out, see the bare tube. The flap will fold down, but usually when it's rolled up for a long time, it kind of rolls to the shape of the tube, so you just kind of have to leave it out, let the fabric relax a little bit. It is adjustable. It's hard to do while filming, but I'll demonstrate. You push this pin in right here, and as it's pushed in, you can grab here, and you'll be able to move it up and down here, which will raise and lower a corner. So if it's raining, you can have water pitch off to one end, rather than all the way along the side. But if you have it out when it's raining, that's fine. But if it starts getting real bad, real stormy, real windy, roll the dang thing up. You don't want it to break. And then if you roll it in wet, as soon as you get the chance to, roll it back out, let it dry off, and you should be good to go. Spot for a TV. So you hook your TV up here, because this is also a DVD player as well as your radio. Get your remote for it. You can go through functions, whether it's DVD or DVD or radio. You can change your channels through here. Very old school, very this was most likely added by their previous owners. But it's nice to have a radio. So, very simple. Very easy. This is also your controls for your DVD player as well. Yeah. This is where you would hook your TV up to if you were going to watch like antenna. Or through cable. If you're going to do through cable, turn that off. If you're watching the antenna, turn that on. Right here you got your monitoring panel. You can read battery, flash. Oh, see, that's because we're filling the fresh. Black, gray. Oh, hold on, black. So, yeah, it's very easy. Like I was telling you about the fresh tank. When I fill it, I watch this to see when it reads full. And then as soon as it reads full, I stop, because if for any reason the overflows were to start to fail and the hose is too far in there, you could start pressurizing the tank, which is no good. You could rupture it. So I always make sure I watch how full it is from here. Then you have your controls for water pump, water heater on gas and then water heater on electric. So you can run gas and electric at the same time if you want to. However, if you are going to run electric, make sure you do actually have water in it, or else you're going to burn out that heating element that it's got. Coming in through here, there's a light. Oh, light for in here right above. Ooh, that's bright. And then you have 2 lights above the bed, an outlet over there, an outlet over there. Looks like the comforter from the previous owners. And then you should have storage under your bed. Then power and cable for TV in here. So you would just lift it up here, lift that up, and then all you do is lift it up and push these to unlock it. So if you wanted to set a TV up there, you could watch some TV in here. You do have a fan, not a fan, but a vent in here. You crank that open, you get some airflow. This door, it latches open, slide it to close it. And then when you travel, make sure you snap it open like this so it's not moving all over the place. Remove my stuff again. Alright, apologize about that. Alright, got this bed right here, turns into a couch, or this couch turns into a bed rather, but just like your traditional sofa bed. Move these cushions out like that, set them aside, grab up underneath here, lift up and out, and then down. And then unfold that mattress and you have a spot to sleep. Up here. Back down again. Into there like that. And then put your cushions back. Easy peasy. Alright. Move along. Got LP detector / carbon monoxide detector. That's hardwired to 12-volt system, so there's no batteries you have to worry about changing. When it starts going off, call me, leave. Shut the propane off, because if it's beeping for a propane alarm, shut the propane off. Call me, leave, let it open. Leave it open, leave everything open, like your doors and whatnot. Let it air out, and then you can come in and investigate. As far as carbon monoxide alarm, just get out and leave. Leave the doors open, let it air out. Your smoke alarm uses 9-volt batteries, so if those batteries start to dying, they're still giving those low voltage chirps, replace those batteries. Microwave looks just like your standard household microwave, only going to work when you're plugged in. Cooktop, range top, you got this light right here, and then fan back here. This folds up like that. All you do to light it is turn it to light. Twist your sparker, she lights right up. And then it works for all of them. Your oven's a little different, works a little differently. You push that to pilot, push and hold. As you're pushing, holding, you gotta look down here, and you're looking for that pilot. You're gonna use like a barbecue lighter or a long lighter or something to light that pilot. Once the pilot's lit, then you can have it set to your desired temperature. If you plan on cooking again in a couple hours and you don't have to go through all the process of lighting that pilot again, when you turn it off, if you turn it off to pilot, it just shuts the burners off, but it leaves the pilot on. So you don't have to relight the pilot. But definitely recommend turn that off before you go to bed, before you leave the camper. You don't want to let pilot unattended. And then you have your fridge, super simple. You have auto, off, or gas. Auto is going to default to 110. That's what it's going to run off of. So, I don't think this camper's plugged in. That's probably why it's must have got unplugged, because it's not turning on to auto. So, camper must have gotten unplugged. Anyway, auto. We go to on. There we go. Someone must have noticed. On. It tells you it's on. It's on auto. Auto's going to default to 110. That's what it wants to use. Someone would trip over your show cord, like maybe someone just did. Or if the campground would lose power or whatnot, it's going to automatically switch to running off of propane. But if your gas isn't on, it'll give you that gas check is flashing. Unlike your normal fridge at home, this do work a little differently. Work a little bit different. This is going to take about 8 to 10 hours to get to the operating temperature. So keep that in mind. You might have to plug it in before at home, let it get cool, and then you can use it. Or if you can get it to the campground the night before or really early in the morning, get it plugged in, get it going. That way when you get back to it, it's nice and already cold. Controls for your slide out. For that slide out, thermostat, so you have cool, fan, off, or heat. Fan is just going to run the fan on the AC, not the AC portion of it. And then you have auto high, on or low, auto high or low, and then on, low, or high. Auto, I recommend using just auto. It's going to allow your AC to cycle on and off at your set temperature. So if you have it set to, let's say, 60, once it reaches 60, it'll shut off. And then it'll cycle back on once it starts warming up in here. And then your furnace will work the same way with your fan speed. Heat, go to auto high or low, and then you have to set it to 90. Very easy. This table turns into a bed right here. Undo this latch right here. Push the table down. You'd move these cushions a little bit out of the way so the table can rest on that right there. Then you just take these back cushions and lay them on the table, and then you have a nice bed. And then you just unlatch that back. Right down here is your fuse box with all your breakers. So all your breakers for your 120 volt appliances, all your fuses for your 12 volt appliances. Definitely recommend just carrying a thing of spares. Rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. We'll make sure this cover gets put back on. There you go. Coming into your bunkhouse. More lights up on the ceiling. We'll just turn one on for now. Table works the same way as the one in the bedroom. Oh wait, no it doesn't. Lift this table up. You got that leg down there that hooks to there and to here. Then you can set a TV on it. Plug all your plugs here. Just remember, if you have a TV in here, you're going to have to take this all apart, remove the TV away when you close the side out. And it looks to me like the previous owners did some customization. All I got to do to make this little dinette is just take these wood planks up and out of the way. As for now, they just kind of have it set as a permanent bed, like that. So that works too. If you wanted to take the planks out of the way and buy a little small table for in here, you can use this as another dinette. You just have to be, there you go. Thought that didn't move, but it does. So that gives you room to sit upright in there now. Then you have this curtain here. Not a curtain, more like a accordion style. All you do is unclip it. And you can slide it, and then it locks into here. Give you some privacy back here. And then your bathroom. Simple. On the left, there's that fan there. On the right, turns the light on. Starting here, shower head is removable, and you can change the pattern of the water on the head. All you do to turn it to shower is turn your water on, pull up on that, and it diverts water out your shower head. Toilet, super simple. As long as you're pushing this pedal in the front, it's going to keep flushing. Bath sink, it's pretty self-explanatory. GFCI, this is the one you hit reset. So if any of the GFCIs were to trip, this is the outlet. You come in here and hit the reset button on. Alright. Well, that concludes your video tour of your Jayco JayFlight. I hope you guys enjoy using your camper. I hope you guys found this video informative. Oh, see, I'm ending it early, and there's one more thing I needed to cover. Your antenna. All you do is crank it up like this. Silly me ending stuff early. Then you pull down, and you can rotate it to tune in your signal. Make sure before you lower your antenna, make these triangles line back up, because there's a little cradle on the roof it sits on, and you need it to be lined up to sit in on the roof right. There we go. Alright, now it's done. So now I hope now I can end it. Hope you guys found this video informative. Hope you guys enjoy using this camper, and goodbye.